my friend, and welcome back to another holiday junk journal with me. Today I have for you something special. I have the Barbara December Daily Challenging 2020, and I will link her YouTube below. The challenge I chose from Barbara's challenges is the number 15, add a stencil. I've already chosen the pages I want to work on. So yeah, let's start. I really love this coffee dye paper. I'm gonna use this acrylic paint that I borrowed from my sister-in-law. At first I wanted to choose the pinkish one, but I decided to go with the white one. So yeah, now I'm just choosing what I want to use. At first I wanted to use the one with the stars, but this flowers is so precious and I really want to use that. So yeah, I'm gluing the stencil onto the page. I'm using this watercolor page. So yeah, and I just started to use the acrylic paint. I didn't have any gesso on me, so I'm using the acrylic paint. But if you had gesso, use that. As much as I saw in other videos, it is much better. So yeah, I'm just spreading the paint all over. I want to have an even coat, and I didn't want to have too much paint on it so it won't be too heavy. And I'm carefully removing it. How satisfying is that? It turned out very beautiful, but I thought it would turn out differently. But I still hope it turns out okay. So yeah, now I'm just drying it out completely. I used a normal hair dryer because I don't have that small one for the crafting. At the back I put some stamps and some words, and I'm gonna use that. I have these words that I've chosen that I'm looking for, and I'm looking for something neutral a bit. I will link her below as well, but these are from the Ava Art Decor at Etsy.com. I chose the Noel one. Now I'm choosing this picture. I rounded the corners and I distressed it a bit. Now I'm going through my linens from Johanna. I'm just looking for something with green, but it was too much. I decided to go for more neutral colors. I took a scrap from coffee dye paper, some scraps that I have from my table, and I decided to just utilize those. I took some book scrap that I had, some coffee dyed index card, and I just looked again from the words that I'd chosen, and I decided on Noel again. So yeah, after I know how I want the page to look, I took the word and I distressed it, and I chose the stamp that I wanted and I distressed it as well. I took everything down from the page and now I'm just gluing everything down. So yeah, the first thing I do is to glue the scrap, the coffee dyed scrap paper, and on top of it I glue just the book scrap and the other one as well. And lastly, I glued this picture with the two kids, and it says Merry Christmas. How cute is that? And yeah, I'm just slowly collaging the page, and I'm using the coffee dyed index card. I put double-sided tape on the little stamp, and I'm gluing onto the page. And yeah, it turned out beautiful. It didn't turn out how I wanted to turn out, but it still looks beautiful. So yeah, I'm just using a double-sided tape to glue the page and the vellum, and I'm using it as a pocket. I'm also using this thin strip of washi tape. It's red with silver on it, and it's so beautiful. And just decorate the page even more. I took an envelope that I made, and this envelope I made from the design of Amity Bloom. I will link her down as well. And I just decorate the envelope inside and out. And yeah, I have this cute vase picture with the flowers. It's so beautiful. And I want to decorate the other side of the picture with some coffee dyed paper. I just distressed it, cut it to the size that I wanted. And I'm using the stamp again from the Project Fairy. I really want to journal on this page, but also to decorate it. I chose the words Santa Claus and joy. I distressed everything. I took a beautiful linen of Santa Claus and his sleigh and the reindeers, and I glued it on. It's from Johanna as well, and I glue it onto that page. I wanted to make a little collage before I journal onto it, so yeah, I just glued everything down. And I glue on top of it the Santa Claus. I glue the stamp and the word joy. I took one of my favorite pen and I just started to journaling. This is just more private, so I can't really show it. But yeah, I'm just putting it inside the envelope. So yeah, that is all. I really hope you enjoyed this. These are my final pages. I really love the word, and the picture is so precious. And the collage really came out eventually, even though it didn't came out the way I wanted. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell, and I will see you next time.